As an Australian sneakerhead, I really do love it when I see local brands collaborating with Adidas, New Balance, those sort of really big brands overseas. And one of the best ones to do it here in Australia is a brand called HAL Studios. You may have seen their work previously with ASICS on the 1130. There were 3 colorways of this model, as well as 2 colorways on the Kayano 20. But now the Perth-based brand has put their hand up to work with Adidas on the Intimidation Low. There were 2 colorways of this pair, one in a core black colorway as well as a Wonder White or Dolomite colorway. There was also sneakily a Friends and Family green colorway, which was pretty good, but I really do love this white colorway. For context, HAL Studios is the offset subsidiary of a sneaker store called Highs and Lows, which has been going for about 17 years, formed by Mark Thomas and John Bouquet in the most remote large city in Australia, all the way in Western Australia. And they've managed to create a fan base that is very loyal and been able to put their designs onto some really awesome models. The Intimidation Low is a retroactive release of a 90s basketball sneaker. Originally designed in a high top and a low top, Adidas has kind of brought this back in a collaboration with Packer last year, as well as now this 3-pack with HAL Studios. The non-marking outsole and sleek design draws a lot of comparisons to the Yeezy 500. A lot of people basically say that this is a ripoff, but it's actually the other way around. The Yeezy 500 took a lot of inspiration from this shoe, as well as the KB8, nicknamed the Crazy 8, a shoe that Kobe Bryant wore, and it kind of does show how quick people are to judge a shoe and make their own assumptions, thinking that sneakers started basically when Kanye West joined Adidas, when in fact Adidas has been going for close to 60, 70 years and has a rich basketball and streetwear history that long predates Kanye West. So all the people thinking that this shoe has comparisons to the Yeezy 500, check yourself, because it's actually the other way around. HSDT describes itself as an interdisciplinary practice shaping objects, spaces, and experience through the convergence of research, design, and collective world building. And when you see the promo shots and videos of this shoe, you can really see that the world that they tried to build around this shoe, natural elements, and that's reflected by the name of this shoe being Dolomite, which is a naturally off-white rock or mineral. Just quickly, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking this video out. We bring you shoe reviews here. We bring you a podcast. Again, just trying to bring some customer information to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. One thing that I always get asked about with shoes is how do they fit? So let's get straight into the sizing on this shoe. Now, not having had an Intimidation Low yet, I was really kind of unsure as to what size to get. And so I basically just went with my true to size in almost every other shoe brand, which is a size 9 US, a 42.5 euro. And initially they do feel a little bit snug. A very one-to-one fit, which is sort of to be expected because basketball shoes are designed to feel a little bit tight, because when you're playing in them, being athletic, you want that snug feel. I did think about going up half a size, but since getting them, I am definitely happy with a true to size fit, because one important thing about this shoe is it only has 4 lace loops, and it actually goes very low down on your foot. So you don't get a lot of tightening around your ankle at all. So I think if you went up half a size, you're probably going to get a lot of heel slippage. I think over time, they're definitely going to soften and wear in a little bit better, and overall, I'm very happy with going with true to size here. Let's talk a little bit about the materials. So one of the most striking things is actually on the bottom of this shoe. It's got a very, very cool traction pattern, almost in these wavy river-like patterns, which again feels very retro basketball. You don't really see this on any shoes anymore. You usually see like a herringbone traction pattern or just a straight lateral traction pattern. You do get a slightly rubberized middle shank plate as well to provide some torsional rigidity. And overall, it is a very stiff shoe on the bottom heel. There is some carbon fiber plating around the back heel tab as well. And overall, it is actually pretty squishy when you get past that initial black rubber and onto this solid white foam around the outsole. Moving on to the upper, you have this plastic clear translucent wrap that goes around the toe box and then also panels around to the side and the midfoot. I think these are just a purely aesthetic kind of feel. I don't think this really does anything. It's still a very pliable outer on the shoe. The mesh is very solid. It kind of has like a canvas backing underneath, so these are not very breathable despite the mesh outer on the shoe. There's little to no padding on the shoe around the toe box as well, but there is a fair amount of padding around the ankle. You do feel quite locked in and you get that sinking in feeling around the ankle heel tab here as well. You can see the HSDT logo on the tongue and then some Adidas branding around the toe box, but overall it is a pretty minimally branded shoe and something that's very clean. Obviously white is going to go with so many different outfits, and these little pops of red around the lace loops on the back heel tab are actually really, really cool. Overall, it does feel very solid. I really do like the construction of the shoe. It definitely feels premium. These went for $220 Australian, which is sort of on the low side for a collaboration shoe. Basically all synthetic materials. There's no leather on here. There's no suede. You do get a faux leather lined insole on this shoe as well, and you also get a very good quality insole. And so I appreciate that these shoes are going to be very comfortable and soft to wear. Looking at the box, you do get some Adidas and Consortium branding on there. Consortium is like a Adidas's collaboration brand. And so they work with other brands like HAL Studios to be able to create products. So you get a box which is actually kind of unique. It actually just opens up with this extra little tab on the side here. But on the inside, you don't really get anything special. You get like some consortium branded paper, but it's really just a grey box. You do get one pair of grey laces in there as well, but really there's nothing extra special about this box besides the consortium branding on the side. This is a shoe that I, to be honest, wouldn't normally be attracted to. I just think that being an Australian brand really drew me to it. I like supporting Australian artists. I like promoting them and reviewing them. And when they do models like this, it's super cool. Branching out from the previous collaborations which they've done with ASICS, you can kind of see the connection and the design language staying true on these models. You've got that off-white and black colorway kind of continuing on through the models, whether it be the 1130 or the Kayano 20. And I really love the design language and the ethos that HSDT is building with their brand, and I hope it continues into the future. Perhaps we could even see a collaborations with Nike, New Balance, other brands like that, because I can see this design working really well on other models. So overall, to conclude, sizing, go with your true to size if you want that snug fit. You could even go up half a size, but be wary that you're going to get a little bit of heel slippage around the back heel tab. And overall, man, these are still sitting in all Adidas stores. They're sitting on the Highs and Lows website. So if you want to pick this shoe up, they're definitely still available. Don't go paying resale for them. And there will be another drop coming overseas in the UK and the US later this month. And lastly, thank you so much to everybody for watching. We've seen a huge amount of subscribers come in the last couple of weeks. Really do appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. Again, we do a podcast here. Thank you so much for checking out that podcast. I really do appreciate it. We've had so many cool guests on the last couple of weeks, and man, the conversations have just been awesome. So again, thank you so much to everybody for watching. We'll see you again for another review pretty soon. Thank you so much. Have a good day.